Hi guys, I sound kind of crazy because I'm very sick and whatever. But this video is just right now going to be about people, I guess. Well, we all fall in love, we all have our first love. And yeah, it's hard to get over your first love or the person you fell in love with because you don't really want to. And I'm learning now that it's gonna take time, but eventually it'll happen. Unless the person who you're in love with, that's who you want to be with. Some of you guys just think oh, your first love is just somebody who, I don't know how to explain it. Your first love is somebody who you'll always remember. No matter how much they hurt you, how much they treated you bad, you'll never forget them. And when you fall in love with somebody, if they fall in love with you too, then that's something different. But if you fall in love with them and they don't fall back in love with you, then it's gonna be hard. I don't know. I just feel the person who I fell in love with is the right person to fall in love with, but then again, they're not. They change a lot for me. And yeah, I could say that. For real, I can. And they mean a lot to me. The person who I fell in love with is my world. It's just that there's only so much I can take. And you should know your limits. If you're a hoe, then it's different. Because you fall in love with everybody you go out with. But it's just different because, I don't know. It's complicated, basically. You can date many people to try to get over the person you fell in love with, but it won't work. When my mom was my age or a year older, she fell in love with my dad. And my dad and my mom go through basically everything me and the person who I'm in love with go through. My dad dated so many people, and made my mom just feel like she was always the last option. But at the end of the day, my dad always went back to my mom. Even when he had girlfriends, he would sleep over my mom's house, or they basically my mom was my dad's first love, and my dad was my mom's first love. And my dad fell in love with my mom, and my mom fell in love with my dad. And even though my dad dated many women between the time that him and my mom got back together and actually stayed together, he's not going anywhere. And that's how I basically feel. It doesn't matter how many people they date in between. If you know that they love you, if you know that they're coming back, just give it time. Like they say, when you love something, set it free. And if it comes back, it's meant to be. If they don't, then it's not. You just gotta live and you learn. And you gotta don't regret anything. Just everything that is a mistake is a lesson. And it might take time to learn that, but just keep it in mind. Wow.